In today's video, I'm going to share with you how to start a successful YouTube channel over 50 years old. Hi, my name is Suzanne and I am almost 53 years old. I started on YouTube about 9 years ago, and it's been in this last year that I finally hit over 100,000 subscribers on one of my other YouTube channels. So what I love to do is share everything that I've learned over those past 9 years with people, especially people who are in my same phase of life, help them to be able to start a YouTube channel and help them to grow it as quickly as possible. So the first thing that you're going to do is obviously you're going to have to figure out what your channel is going to be about. And we want to think about one main theme of the channel. So for instance, would you be interested in doing a channel on weight loss? Maybe you've lost a lot of weight and you want to share your experience in that. Do you want to do a channel on a homemaking topic? Maybe you love homemaking, or maybe you love shopping or decorating. Do you want to do gaming? Do you want to teach someone how to do something else? You're going to want to kind of shrink down to the main topic of your channel, because if you don't, unfortunately, YouTube will punish you. Now, it doesn't intentionally punish you. It's just that the algorithm is set up to try to figure out the best way it can who is going to be interested in your videos. So if you don't pick a main theme of your topic and you choose instead to do a lot of different topics or different types of videos, YouTube is going to have a very hard time figuring out who to send it to, because most people aren't interested in hearing about a lot of different topics. They're usually looking things up topically, and they're usually interested in 1 to 3 different topics at any one time in their life. And so if you want people to come back and watch your videos, you're going to have to try to keep them consistent across each other. So it's not that you can't do videos on lots of different topics. It's just that if you do it, you're going to find that you're very frustrated, because the videos that you put out there are mostly probably not going to get a lot of views on them, and it's going to feel like your channel really isn't growing. So once you've done that, now you have to figure out what videos exactly you're going to film, edit, and upload. So what I suggest for people when they're starting out is to choose 5 different video topics that they're going to do. And you're going to do that by doing just a little bit of research. So let's go back to some of the different topics that I talked about earlier. Let's talk about weight loss. There are different things that you can talk about with weight loss. Do you want to focus mostly on diet? If diet, then what type of diet? Are you going to include videos about exercise? And once you've decided on that topic of weight loss, you're going to start looking up different YouTubers who are doing really well in that area or niche. And you're going to start looking at some of the videos that you're doing, and you're going to think about which videos you think you'd like to do the most around that specific area. Once you have those 5 videos, you're going to go ahead and film, edit, and upload each one of those. You're going to try to post them one every single day. If you can't get one up every single day, then try to do every other day. If you can't do every other day, then do one a week. But the goal of the first 5 videos is to start priming the algorithm of YouTube and helping it to understand the type of audience that's going to be interested in your videos and in your channel. It's going to start to make connections between you and other videos that it recommends after you, and how often people go to the next video or come to your video from a different video and are actually satisfied with both channels. And that's how it's going to start to make connections between what your specific audience likes to see and actually wants to see. So this video that you're watching right now is actually my number 2 of the 5 first videos. My first video was why you should start a YouTube channel over 50. And I specifically chose this video after that because this seems like the next logical video that you would want to see if you had seen that video first. Now, once you've got your first 5 videos up, you'll notice that your views are going to start to increase very slowly. So on your first video, maybe if it's like my first video on this channel, you'll get maybe 3 views. And to be honest, I think those 3 views were all mine. So one of the things that I like to do when I post a video is I like to try to help YouTube make those connections right away. And how I will do that is I will post my video, and then I will immediately go watch my video, and then I will try to figure out in the recommendations which video is listed that makes the most sense, that would be connected or related to mine in some way. And then I will click on that video and I'll watch that video. Because what I'm doing is I'm training the algorithm to see there is some similarity between my video and the second video that I clicked on. And I'm going to do that every time I post a video. So once you get those 5 videos up, then your next homework assignment is to start working on your next 50 videos. I find that a channel doesn't start to take off really significantly until you have between 50 to 100 videos specifically within your niche. That is without straying out to other types of topics that are really outside the main core audience of your channel. Now, if you can and you have the time, the best thing to do is to post a video about every 48 hours, preferably in the morning, because that's probably when most of the audience on YouTube is online, especially in the US. If you are in the US, that's always my goal, is to get it up first thing in the morning. The better a video does when you first post it, the better it does overall, typically. Now, if you can't get a video filmed and posted every 2 days, that's okay. Try to get one up every 3 days, or try to get one up once a week. Just try to build a consistency as much as you can, because what you're going to find is that consistency over time is what's going to help you reach your goal. So over this last year and a half, I lost 30 pounds. And the main driver of losing that 30 pounds was ultimately the consistency in which I stuck to my plan. So it's no different on YouTube. If you have a goal on YouTube, consistency of these uploads is going to be key. Your main driver for growing your channel is always going to be your videos. So the more videos that you edit, upload, and post, the more you're going to see your views go up, which is going to increase your subscribers, and eventually you'll be able to have a channel that's very successful. Now let's just talk about equipment, because when you're first starting out, I like to tell people to keep it very simple. I've tried a lot of different types of equipment over the years, thinking I needed fancy cameras, fancy sound, just fancy equipment in general. And what I found was when I keep it simple, it tends to work better for me. So here is what I use, and I still use this today, even on my channel that has over 100,000 subscribers. And that is, I use my cell phone to film. I have a great filtering app that I use. It's called UCam Video. I have a very small tabletop tripod that I use. I also have a larger, probably 3 to 4 foot tripod that I don't use very often anymore, because the type of videos that I film, I don't really need it. But if you're going to be filming stand-up videos or B-roll of you walking around in your home or in your office, then you might want a taller tripod. I have the Rode wireless microphone so that I get nice, clean sound on my videos. And I use Adobe Premiere Elements for my editing software. Sometimes I'll use iMovie on my cell phone if I'm editing on my cell phone, but on my desktop, I definitely use Adobe Premiere Elements. I've been using the same program since 2015, I think it is. I haven't even bought a new program, and that program has worked very well for me, still up to this day, in editing my videos. That equipment is going to get you started. It is probably less than $500. Everyone pretty much already has a cell phone, so you don't have to buy a camera. If you want good lighting, just face the window like I am facing right now. And then I use my filtering app to adjust any lighting, maybe to do just a little extra smoothing around my face. And then I find that my videos are just good enough. Now, one of the things that you do want to be thinking about when you're starting your channel is how you're going to start earning money on YouTube. Now, if you weren't aware that you could actually earn money by having a YouTube business, then this is going to be really exciting for you. But the first thing that you want to do when you're starting off in your channel is you definitely want to start looking into earning affiliate income, because just about everybody has an affiliate program. If you don't know what that is, an affiliate program is where you promote maybe a certain product that you typically use. Like, so I just told you about a lot of equipment that I use. So if I put links down below in my description to send you over to buy that equipment, because maybe you trust me and you decide I'm just going to use what Susanne is using, then I can put a link down below, say to Amazon, where they're selling that product, and then Amazon will pay me a small commission on that sale if you choose to purchase it. So you're going to be thinking about any products that you use, that you trust, that you feel good about promoting to your audience, that they may want to buy because it's just easier to use your link than to try to go off and find it themselves, and you'll be able to make a little bit money in the process, even though your channel is very small. Maybe you only have 100 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers, but you're making sales, so you're still making a little bit of money. Now, the second way that I earn money on YouTube is through brand deals or sponsorships. Now, I mentioned this in my first video about brand deals, and that is I really didn't start getting requests for partnerships until I hit over 100,000 subscribers. That seems to be around the mark where companies will start to reach out to you. I'm not saying that they can't reach out to you before that. They definitely can, especially if you have a really targeted niche that aligns well with their product. They may definitely reach out to you. They may at the very least send you free product and be able to start a relationship with you that over time, as your channel gets bigger, can grow into more money-making opportunities. And then the third way that I make money on one of my other channels is I have a website and I make AdSense on my website. So every time a person goes over to my website to check out something that I've sent them over there for, Google will place some ads on the website, and then I will make some money every time they go. Very similar to the AdSense that you make on YouTube as well. So you can make money on YouTube with AdSense. But with AdSense, you do have to wait until you have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Then you can apply for the partner program. And if your channel is within the community guidelines and the YouTube partner requirements, then they will approve you and you can actually start making some money with ads on AdSense. Now, ads on AdSense and ads on your website in the beginning are probably going to be fairly small. But over time, as your channel is growing and you're getting more views on your channel, you are going to be able to make more money. So as you start working through those first 50 videos, there's a couple of things that you are working on. You're trying to get yourself comfortable on camera. You're getting yourself comfortable with writing your scripts, picking out your video topics and trying to find the best ones. You're trying to fine tune your process so that you can streamline it and make it more efficient, and that way you can get more videos up more often. And you're also trying to establish a very strong niche, because the better that you do that, the more you're going to be working with the YouTube algorithm to basically show your video in front of the right viewer, the person who is going to click on it and enjoy what it is that you have to say. So if you're still kind of struggling with how to choose the best video ideas so that you can get the most views possible on it and grow your channel as quickly as possible, I'm going to be putting a video right up here that talks about how you can make a video go viral every single time by using this one simple method. So look out for that. I think that's really going to help you. Let me know where you are down in your YouTube journey. I'd love to hear about you and from you.